My name is Mary Jo Potts, and I'm proud to work as an admission team member for the Pinellas County Job Corps Center located in St. Petersburg, Florida. Thank you for your interest in Job Corps. I just want to start a conversation today with a short exercise. I'm going to ask you a few questions to think about. What are your goals for the future? How are you prepared to make those goals happen? What skills, training, and education do you need to achieve your goals? Are you committed to putting in the work to achieve your goals? Your answer to these questions will help determine if Job Corps is the right path for your future, and that's why we're here today. I want to talk to you about Job Corps and the many opportunities it can provide you to build a bright, successful future. But the truth is, it's your decision to begin something new. Job Corps empowers you to begin your journey. Opportunity begins here, and that new beginning can start today. So what is Job Corps? If you don't know a lot about Job Corps, or even if you do know something about it, I've got 3 did you know? First, did you know for the past 60 years, Job Corps has helped more than 3 million young people get training and education to help put them on a path to a successful career. In fact, with Job Corps support, you can learn skills and resources to be successful in a career, not just a job. Earn a high school diploma or equivalent, unless you already have one. Earn a driver's license if you don't have one already. Train in one of 10 growing industries. Start building a supportive community of peers. Graduate prepared to start something immediately. Or maybe consider going to college, taking the skills you've learned and joining the military, becoming an apprentice, or joining a union. And the best part, Job Corps is completely free to our students. This includes meals, supplies, uniforms, a place to stay, basic medical care, and other essentials you may need while enrolled in the program. I'm going to talk on this more in a little bit. My second, did you know? Did you know there are over 100 campuses across the United States and Puerto Rico? In fact, there's a Job Corps campus located in St. Petersburg, Florida. A little bit about the Pinellas County Job Corps Center. There are currently 300 students enrolled, and we're only about a half mile from the Tropicana field where the Tampa Bay Rays play. We have 8 different trades. We have electrical, plumbing, carpentry, facility maintenance, certified nurse assistant or home health aide, medical office administration, which can add some medical billing and coding, clinical medical assistant, which can add phlebotomy and EKG certified, and pharmacy technician. We work with Walgreens, Apollo Electric, and a host of employers across Central Florida. And lastly, did you know that the Job Corps offers hands-on in-person career training in 10 high-growth industries from healthcare to IT to construction? The Pinellas County Job Corps Center offers training, as I said before, in both healthcare and construction. These are industries that are in demand in Central Florida. Remember how I said I'm here to support you? Well, if you're interested in training that's not offered at the Pinellas County Job Corps Center, I can also help connect you with the closest center that offers the training you are interested in. I'm confident that we have a career training area that aligns with what you want to do. And if you're thinking, I don't even know what sort of career training I want to do or what I'd be good at, well, that's okay too. You have the opportunity to explore career pathways and discover your passion once you've been accepted to Job Corps. MyPace, which stands for My Pathway to Achieving Career Excellence, is Job Corps' career planning system where you will set, track, and achieve your individual career goals while at Job Corps. We provide help and support throughout the entire process. In the meantime, there is a brief quiz on the Job Corps website to see what your career superpower is, if you want to check that out later. Remember when I said Job Corps provides its students with benefits while they train for their careers, all for free? We want you to focus on your goals and future and not have to worry about anything else. Here are the few of the many benefits that Job Corps students receive. Furnished dorms for you and your roommates, basic medical, dental, and eye care, mental health services, breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, books and supplies you'll need for your academic and career training, basic uniforms and specialized safety equipment, and a network of supportive instructors and staff. That sounds like a pretty good deal, right? There are a few eligibility requirements you must meet before you can enroll in Job Corps. To join, you must be 16 to 24 years old, income eligible, and a U.S. citizen or approved to work in the U.S. And while it's not an official requirement for enrollment, we find that Job Corps students find the most success when they are ready and motivated to achieve their goals. Remember some of the questions I was asking at the beginning of the presentation? What are your goals for the future? How are you prepared to make those goals happen? What education or training do you need to achieve your goals? And are you committed to putting into work to achieve your goals? This is where I come in. As part of the admissions team for Job Corps, my job is to explain Job Corps and its benefits and work with you to identify if Job Corps is a good fit for your goals. If it is, I'll help you with the entire application process. Let's talk about what the Job Corps journey looks like from start to finish, from applying to graduating. Job Corps is a self-paced program, meaning you can train and learn at your own pace. But the most successful students typically complete the program in 8 to 15 months. That said, there are phases of the program you should know. I'm also going to pass out a flyer when I see you or send to you electronically so that you'll know more about the 5 phases we're talking about. Job Corps is an open enrollment program, meaning you can start the application process at any time. You don't need to wait for an official semester or school year to begin. To start, we'll work together to fill out a general interest form called the My Job Corps Express Interest Tool. Some of you may have already completed this. That's great. You're one step closer to formally applying to the program. For those who haven't completed it yet, you may be asking, what is this? It's your way of saying, hey, I'm interested in Job Corps. I'll ask some basic questions, but it's not the formal application to Job Corps. Expressing your interest basically allows Job Corps and me to get some general information about you so we can start talking about your eligibility, your interest, goals, and why you want to apply to Job Corps. This is also the phase of the process where we'll start exploring what options may work best for you and your interest. Once we have some of that basic information, we'll work together to create your official Job Corps account and start the formal application process. Applying to Job Corps is a detailed process because we want to make sure we're committing to your success just as much as you're committing to the program. You'll be asked to provide several documents like health records and school transcripts. Don't worry, we're here to help you, to answer questions, and make sure you have everything you need to apply successfully. After you submit your application, we'll work together to track your application status. Once you've been accepted to Job Corps, we'll work together to select a career training area based on your goals and interests and talk about which center best fits your needs. Remember, the Pinellas County Job Corps Center is the closest one, but it may not be the best fit based on your goals. This is going to require a little homework on your part. You can start exploring career possibilities today on Job Corps' website, jobcorps.gov. See what interests you. At this point, you're just looking into options. We'll work together to talk about specific career training programs that interest you, the skills needed for each, and which ones are offered at the Pinellas County Job Corps Center. You can also start getting an idea of what campus life looks like through virtual tours of any of the Job Corps 100 plus campuses. Remember, Job Corps is primarily a residential program, so we want to make sure you have an idea of what living on a campus looks like before starting Job Corps. There are a lot of benefits, and we can talk about those individually. Some students choose to commute to and from campus daily. For us, that would be students who reside in St. Petersburg, Pinellas Park, possibly Clearwater, or the Tampa area. It may be an option for you, and work to see if it's a good fit for you. Once we determine the right program and campus for you, we can start talking about an official date for you to arrive on campus. We'll also talk about all necessary travel arrangements. Don't worry, Job Corps covers your travel expenses. I do want to be honest with you. Please be aware that Job Corps has a zero tolerance policy, which means there will be no drugs, no drug use, no alcohol or alcohol use, and no violence allowed on campuses at any time. So that means you'll be required to pass a drug test when you arrive on campus. Once you arrive on campus, your first 60 days will be busy as you get accustomed to life on campus, meet new people, and begin your career training and education classes. You will likely get matched to a buddy on campus to help you get acclimated, and there's also a Job Corps student-only Facebook group that you can join to get connected to even more students across the country. In these first 60 days, you will also develop a personal career plan using Job Corps' MyPace program. MyPace is a career planning system that lets Job Corps students take ownership of their career planning pathway. Students are given the opportunity to identify strengths, interests, and career goals. MyPace helps students explore opportunities and develop comprehensive career plans for entry-level jobs, apprenticeships, Job Corps advanced training, college, or the military. Remember that Job Corps is a self-paced program, so you can work at your own speed. The key is to stay focused on your goals. Now, speaking of your goals, after your career planning period, your career training begins. Truthfully, this is when most of our students feel like their futures really take off, and when the greatest part of Job Corps experience happens. As I mentioned earlier, Job Corps will provide you with living arrangements, 3 meals a day, basic medical care, and your training gear. If you focus on your future, we'll handle the rest. To make sure you have a solid foundation, you'll likely also find yourself taking some basic education classes to start. If you already have your high school diploma, you may find yourself moving more quickly through the academic phase, but do expect some classroom requirements in addition to learning your trade. If you don't already have your high school diploma or an equivalent, this will be the time that you start working on that. Remember, every student who graduates from Job Corps should do so with a high school diploma. You will take the test of adult basic education, the TABE test, to measure your basic math and reading proficiency. These tests will assist in making decisions about training and your academic coursework. Additionally, there may be some opportunities for concurrent college enrollment. You may wonder, why a mathematics and reading proficiency test if I already have a high school diploma? Well, the proficiency tests ensure you have the current reading knowledge and math skills needed to succeed in your career training on the job. We've talked a lot about all the hard work you'll be putting in the Job Corps. Now it's time for all that hard work to pay off, literally. One of the key benefits of Job Corps is that we help our graduates with their job search, and in many cases, they've already got a job lined up before graduation. But we also support them in their transition to life off campus. We help them access services, find housing, and save money for those initial expenses. Also, we give students a bi-weekly allowance for personal expenses while they're in the program, and then a modest transition allowance upon graduation. You'll also have lots of options as a Job Corps graduate. Consider taking your career training to the next level with one of Job Corps advanced training programs. Or you can take your education to the next level. We can work with your transfer to a local college program. You can also take your skills training into a career with the military or begin an apprenticeship program that lets you earn while you learn. The support you get at Job Corps doesn't just end when you graduate. As a graduate of the program, you'll also have access to Job Corps Alumni Connect, which is a network of other graduates from the past 60 years across the country who network with each other so they can stay up to date on what's happening with Job Corps even after they left campus. Those connections offer both great value personally and professionally. I know we've covered a lot today, so I want to go back to the original questions I asked you to think about. What are your goals for the future? How are you prepared to make those goals happen? What education or training do you need to achieve your goals? Are you committed to putting in the work to achieve your goals? If after today you think Job Corps can help answer any of those questions or is the right option for your future, we're happy to work with you to submit your application in the My Job Corps Express Interest tool. Remember, it's the first step in saying you're interested in applying to Job Corps. If you're interested but still want to think about if Job Corps is the right fit for you and your career goal, then I encourage you to do a couple of things. First, visit jobcorps.gov and learn how you can get the most out of your experience and start planning for your career. Second, follow Job Corps on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn, to learn more about our training and what Life on Center looks like, and to hear from students just like you who have already begun their journey. Third, take a tour of our campuses. The St. Petersburg location, the Pinellas County Job Corps, offers center tours every Thursday at 9:30 a.m. and you're invited. I mentioned this earlier, but we're here to support you. Whether you're ready to commit to Job Corps today or you want to take some time to think about it, we're a resource for you. I've left my contact information on the screen here, as well as my email address. We're not trying to pressure you into a decision. In fact, the opposite. We want you to feel supported and know exactly who you can connect with and ask questions about Job Corps. And if you decide to apply to Job Corps, we can keep in communication to walk through that process together. Remember, it can take some time. So what does that mean for you? Save this number. I know it sounds silly to say, but save it. We might reach out to you and you reach out to us. Go ahead and add me to your contacts in your cell phone now. Before we end, please know that any questions you have will be addressed by your admissions counselor as you do your interview with them. You'll get a chance to ask more questions about this presentation and things that we may not have included. And I hope each of you enjoyed learning a little bit more about Job Corps and the services we offer.